-10. Have you seen that, babe? -10. What do you think of that, Daisy? What do you think of that? -10. Daisy's settling into life in Worcester quite well, I think. Daisy is actually a street dog. She's a rescue from Gibraltar, well, southern Spain anyway. We don't know any more than that. Southern Spain, Gibraltar area. And she's only been with us 7 or 8 days. So she's come from a climate of like 20, 25 degrees to -10. She's loving it. She's adjusting to life quite well. But because it's -10 and the coldest day of the year, I am going to try something I've never done and go for a run on the coldest day of the year. Earlier on in the year I went for a run on the hottest day of the year. Today is the opposite. Wish me luck. If you want to get anywhere at the moment, you've got to wait an extra half an hour because look at the frost inside the windscreen. Yeah. It is an ice palace. Here we are at the foot of British Camp, about to do a little circuit, a local circuit that I know. Trails seem okay so far, but I've literally just trodden on them and I'm only 200 feet from the car. So we will see how I get on. I've actually got in my pocket, if things really go Pete tongue, I've actually got these sort of clip-on spikes if I really want to try and get up hills that I can't get up, because I know the paths at the top of the hills do actually become like an ice rink sometimes when it is a really hard frost. But anyway, let's get the watch started and see if we can enjoy this little trail run around the Malvern Hills on the coldest day of the year. How beautiful is this? Oh, it's just so good to be out on the trails when they look like this. Right, let's get started. Go. So I'm not a shoe reviewer, you guys know that. The only review I'm going to give you today of these shoes that I'm wearing today are the Reebok Float Ride Energy 4 Adventure trail shoes. The only review I'm going to give you is, did they keep me on my feet today? Yes or no? And if that's good enough for you, I suggest you go ahead and pick up a pair. These are really good trail shoes in every terrain I've run in them so far. And they're only 50 quid. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to run the entire length of the Malvern Hills as a stake in the ground for training for UTS. In 10 days I've got Manchester training starting, so the training for that will primarily be road based, but I can't ignore the fact that I've signed up to UTS, which is arguably an even bigger race, a month after. So I've got to try and get these hilly runs in as well as the road runs. But I've got to be honest, I think I know which ones I prefer. Oh, wow, trail running is just, I mean, look at me now walking, I'm just jeffing this. But I haven't even looked at my watch. I don't care about pace.
time has just drifted away from me, and I'm sure that you'll agree if you're fond of a trail yourself. One of the best things about it, you can just be alone with your thoughts. I know that sounds stupid, and I might sound like I've been engaging in some narcotics there, but in a weird way, this is like a drug. Would you agree? Vitamin T, let's call it. Vitamin T. The thing about filming yourself is it's all right running away from it. You got to run back for it. So apart from the obvious benefits of trail running, which would be, well, physical, hill reps, hills, strengthening the ankle muscles, the leg muscles, do you think mental well-being is more important than physical? Big question. So today's big question, you can only pick one: trail running or road running. What do you choose? Let me know, and why. Let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. One little thing about the Malverns that not everybody knows about when they come here is that there's a cave. Look at this. It's called Clutter's Cave, or the Hermit's Cave, because it's believed that a hermit once lived here, in here, literally. Wilson? So for anybody wondering where I am in the world, the Malvern Hills obviously run from north to south this way, and you can do like a ridge walk run across the whole lot, and there's debatably 18 hills or 17, because one of them is it a hill, is it a down, I don't know. Anyway, so I have driven to British Camp, aka the Herefordshire Beacon, which is the tallest peak in the range on the Herefordshire side, because the Malverns actually run through 3 counties. You might have heard of the 3 Counties Showground, which is where lots of events take place. We're in Herefordshire right now. 500 metres that way is Worcestershire, and about 3k that way is Gloucestershire, which I think the last hill is in. But I have parked at British Camp, which is this one, and I've come around the lake, the reservoir, and then I've come up to Broad Down, Millennium Hill, over the back to Swinyard Hill, over Millennium Hill, and then we're going to finish on British Camp and then back down to the car park. And it is a beauty. I can't big up the Malverns enough. I absolutely love this place. It's definitely my happy place, mine and Laura's happy place. We've got a lot of good memories here, and now I'm training for the UTS, which is the Ultra Trail Snowdonia. I'm going to be training on here quite a lot, so I'm going to be jeffing the hell out of the Malverns, and I can't wait, to be honest. It doesn't always look like this, which is why I'm up here right now, because whenever you get snow in the UK, you need to make the most of it, because it doesn't happen very often. Anyway, let's get back to the car. Little footwear update. We ain't fell over yet. The Reeboks are doing good. One thing you can guarantee with the Malverns elevation, it's not flat. Woo! be careful. This is also really good for the quads because I'm majorly putting the brakes on here. And we've made it back, so let's get that watch stopped. Oh, what an amazing run that was. That was so much fun. It was only 6k, but it took me quite a long time because I really did take my time. And as well, when you are filming yourself doing these runs, it adds on a bit of time as well. But yeah, let's just have a little wander around the car park. Let's have a chat about these shoes. So, like I've said before, I'm not a shoe reviewer, but I will say this. I ain't being paid to say this. I bought these with my own money, and I think you should give them some thought because I really like them. They are not waterproof, but they're firm enough so you can actually do some tempo work if you wanted to. They're soft enough so you can feel the ground beneath you when you run on it, so you can feel connected, because some shoes I've worn are just like, you just can't feel any ground beneath you at all, and I don't really like that. So there is quite a lot of give in these shoes. They look cool, come on. They look kind of 80s and retro, I think. And they're lightweight. The tread on them, just have a quick look at the tread. I think the tread's really good. The lugs are deep enough. I didn't fall over once, which I can't believe. I don't get blisters because these things give me so much room in the toe box as well. So they're really good quality shoes, I think. And I picked them up for just a little over 50 quid. So if you want to get yourself a bargain, get onto the Reebok website and have a look, because they really are value for money. Anyway, let's wrap this up and let's go home. So it might have been overkill this morning. I came wearing a dry robe. I didn't run in that, you'll be glad to know. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers this morning, and they were needed. However, I did get a little bit hot towards the uphill sections, but that was obviously to be expected. So the answer is slow down. When you're trail running, there is no rush, and that is one of the main things that I love about trails. There's no rush, unless you've got work or something. Anyway, it's time to go. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this episode of me running at the Malverns. I certainly have, and I will be back many more times as I try to find some sort of ultra mountain fitness. So subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, do all that good YouTubey stuff. You guys know what to do, and I will see you on the next video. Take it easy, you guys. Ta-da.